Dual sport or enduro motorcycles that are used for adventure riding all have one thing in common: a lack of storage space. Today I want to share with you 5 key items that will allow you to put ample storage onto your motorcycle. They're made from a company called Nelson-Rigg. They have a special line of products called Rig Gear Adventure. And these 5 components will help you get as much gear onto your motorcycle as you can handle. Now 4 of those 5 items will fit on just about any dual sport motorcycle. Here we have a 2018 KTM 500 EXC, and I'm going to demonstrate 4 of those that fit perfectly on this motorcycle. One of them is going to be this rear tail bag here. This actually bolts to the fender. We'll get to that in a second. This holds about 2 liters of gear. Moving forward, we have the tank bag. The tank bag is going to hold about 3 liters of gear when it's fully extended, and probably about 2 liters of gear in its current state. And then moving forward here to the front, we're going to have the front fender bag. This is going to hold a tube, which is about 1 liter or so, and tire irons comfortably up here on the front fender. While the front fender is rated for about 2.5 pounds of load carrying capacity, the bag itself is rated for 3, so be careful with that. And the 4th piece that we're talking about today is the tool roll. Having tools with you out on the trail is imperative. Case in point, this last Saturday I was out hammering the desert and the muffler fell off the back of my KTM 1190. Horrible situation. If I wouldn't have had tools, I would have been stuck in the desert with some flappy muffler back there that I wasn't able to repair. So having tools with you is key, and this Nelson-Rigg tool roll is a great way to carry them. Now inside this tool roll, you're going to find a flap that goes down to cover your tools so they don't slide out the top. You've got nice compartments for everything to slide down into. And for the small things that are going to get lost, we have this zippered pouch with mesh so you can always see where they're at. And then that top piece folds over. It simply rolls up and the Velcro closes it up. This tool roll by itself is a great investment and can be carried with any type of luggage on any type of motorcycle. Now if you're also looking for a tail bag, this tail bag comes with that tool roll in it for free. So this Nelson-Rigg tail bag actually bolts to the back fender. You're going to notice on the bottom here, we have a nice hard surface, and you also have some tabs here. So even if I did bolt this down, I would probably put a secondary strap underneath the fender just to keep everything in place. Now as we open the bag up, we're going to notice that free tool roll is inside. We're going to notice that we have a mesh compartment here on the top that's see-through that's going to allow you to be able to see all of the small items you have on the top. We've got our mounting hardware. Another feature of this bag that I really like is this strap here at the bottom. It's a simple Velcro strap, but it allows you to tie down things that might bounce around inside this bag. For instance, this tool roll. If this thing was full of tools just sitting in here, it's going to bounce all over the place. But with this unique Velcro strap, you simply strap that down, and that minimizes the bouncing and the destruction that can happen inside this tail bag. Again, it mounts at 4 points inside, hardware is included. This tail bag with the tool roll included is a great value, allowing you to carry, again, up to 2 liters of gear on the back of your bike. Moving forward, we find ourselves at the Trails End tank bag. Now a tank bag is one of those things, it's a love-hate relationship. You hate having it up there because it kind of gets in the way sometimes, but you love the storage capacity that it gives you. Now traditionally in the past, tank bags were really wide because we were putting them on sport bikes and touring machines that had much larger gas tanks. The Rig Gear Adventure bag we have here has been redesigned specifically to fit dual sport and enduro motorcycles such as this KTM 500. What you're going to find is these front straps are going to be nice and narrow. The bag itself is going to be no wider than the tank, and it's going to come with all of the mounting hardware that you would need to get this on just about any dual sport or enduro motorcycle. Opening this bag up, you're going to notice it comes with a rain cover with a clear top, so you can see through this cover to your maps, which is key if you're out there trying to get unlost in the middle of inclement weather. It's also going to come with all of the tie-down straps you're going to need in order to affix this bag to your motorcycle. Now this bag, as it currently sits in its collapsed position, is going to hold 2.5 liters of gear. In the fully expanded position, we gain about 4 to 5 inches here around the whole outside diameter of the bag, and that significantly increases the inside capacity. So this Rig Gear Adventure bag is going to come with 3 mounting straps that makes it a perfect fit for just about any dual sport, adventure, enduro, or even just a standard dirt bike. Basically, you're going to have 2 straps for the rear. They're going to connect in down here, and then you're going to bring it down to the frame and girth hitch it. The neat part about this situation is they have a quick release tab here, so you can quickly remove the tank bag from the motorcycle, leaving all of the straps in the position they need to be in for that perfect fitment. The third strap's going to go up to the front of the motorcycle. It's going to go down underneath the neck or the frame of the bike and then come up and click and attach to the front of the tank bag. Even in its collapsed state, this Trails End Adventure tank bag has plenty of room for your tool roll. It's got plenty of room for your rain cover and several other items. Moving up to the front fender, we have the Rig Gear front fender bag. Now this fender bag, I really like the way it's set up. A lot of front fender bags, tie from the bottom, and then they basically have this bag that kind of poofs up the top. This has been designed really, really well. How it's positioned here is completely empty. And then you can go ahead and pull these down tight, and that brings everything and cinches it right down to the front fender. Now, in order to get in there, it's really simple. We're just gonna go ahead and release these side pieces right here, which is gonna allow us to open up our zippers and get into the bag. Opening up this front fender bag, you're gonna notice you have a couple of straps to tie it down with and ample room for a tube. Now, a neat thing they did on this as well is instead of having to jam your tire irons inside this bag, they gave us a pouch here at the top that we could slide our tire irons in, and that's gonna help cinch everything down and keep it close to the fender as you're riding hard off-road terrain. So the bottom of this bag is gonna feature a non-slip surface to keep this thing from moving around in your fender. Another thing about this bag that I really like that you may not be able to notice on camera is all these components are metal. The clips are metal, the hardware's metal, and everything is super military grade stitched together, so you know this thing's gonna hold up. A lot of other fender bags are plastic and those tabs break, and I can't even count the number of times that throughout the years I've seen a front fender bag laying on the side of the trail. That's not gonna happen with this Rig Gear bag because they've designed it correctly with quality steel components. So these 4 pieces of Rig Gear Adventure luggage are a great way to get up to 8 to 10 liters of storage onto your dirt bike, dual sport bike, enduro bike, or adventure vehicle. Now, there's one other piece, and that's gonna be these Nelson-Rigg saddlebags. These are gonna be a great way to add an additional 15 liters of storage to your bike. Now that's just the KTM lineup that we have here in front of us today, but legitimately these bags will fit just about any dirt bike, enduro bike, dual sport, or adventure motorcycle. And there you have it, Rig Gear Adventure luggage for your dual sport, enduro, or just your dirt bike motorcycle that you're looking to do a little bit of adventuring on. The 4 pieces we talked about earlier give you about 8 liters of storage, and if you want an additional 15, the saddlebags here are a great option. Thanks for tuning in, and please stay tuned to our detailed breakdown of each of these bags, the features and benefits that they have. I'm Kyle Bradshaw from Chaparral Motorsports. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to these videos if you want to see more of this action coming your way. Until next time, take care and ride safe.